This video discusses what have we learned about ASEAN diplomacy on Myanmar. And I have to tell you, this part of the video was taped because I had a friend coming over, a journalist, and asked me questions. So forgive me if I looked a little bit on the different angle later on to answer those questions. But I think the essence will be useful for you. So follow me. At this point in time, we have to realize that the problem of Myanmar has been ongoing for quite some time. So impatience among ASEAN member states is to be anticipated. What we need to realize that under that circumstance, it's very natural for all member states to try to propose different ideas, try to even solve the problems outside of ASEAN. It's just to be anticipated. What we need to understand is how can we bridge all those desires, which is usually one of the best way of dealing with ASEAN is to enhance the informal dialogues among member states. This is what has been absent in ASEAN. The dialogue about Myanmar has always been procedural, very formal inside of the meeting room. So these different ideas cannot actually emerge as a potential common idea for solution. It looks as if one country is trying to oppose another. Well, in reality, I think everybody is trying to find a way to solve the problems. As I said earlier, some member states have different interpretation of how to solve that kind of conflict. One of the reasons is because they don't have such conflict before in their nation-state life. Other countries may have that experience, but they are not courageous enough because they don't deal with the Myanmar refugees on day-to-day basis. So I think at some point, ASEAN member states, especially the foreign minister, need to lay down all the walls and just talk more informally and engage civil society, thinkers, think tanks, youth, and see how ideas from them can actually help solve problems in Myanmar. The networks of civil society is excellent for Myanmar. We have been meeting on quite regular basis and that way help people inside of Myanmar. Why don't the state tap onto the strength of civil society? This is what has been also missing from ASEAN. Very formal, very procedural, so that everybody else who actually have the potential to help remains outside of the fence. Cost of ASEAN not solving the Myanmar problem soon is the credibility of ASEAN. Everybody knows that there is no mechanism inside of ASEAN that can solve the problem of Myanmar. But everybody expects that the closeness of relationship among leaders, the decades of relationship among nations will be able to find a breakthrough for that absence of mechanism. That's what other countries has been expecting, and that's why major powers such as the saying, we hope ASEAN can guide the way, we hope ASEAN can be central. And now look at as time goes by, all these opportunities simply evaporate. ASEAN continue to saying that it's so difficult, it's so complex. Even I regret the statement also from one of the member leaders saying that let's just forget about Myanmar. It's a burden.
We should carve Myanmar out for now. And I don't think the Myanmar issue should frustrate our moves.
And our foreign minister in Indonesia is also saying the same. If we focus on Myanmar, we may not be able to move on to other agendas. To the Myanmaris, this is such a pain, to hear. And I too, as a people of Indonesia, feel that it's so out of place to say something like that. It is our opportunity to show that the ASEAN community spirit brought by the ASEAN Charter can actually be implemented. If not now, then when? Well, what do you think? Let me know your comments, your insights, and if you need further thoughts, further information about this topic, just type in your comments. And thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you'll subscribe and share to your friends. Until the next episode, bye-bye. Thank you.